What up, Dokkanners? We have some interesting news happening on the global side of the game because of what happened on the JP side of the game. This happened a few days ago, and I know I'm late to the party here, but not because I didn't want to make a video. I was just busy making other videos, but JP received top grossing. So for those of you on the JP side of the game who summoned for the Super Saiyan Goku, you're getting some of your stones back because you got 30 Dragon Stones. And I know this is very old news. This dropped, what, 4 days ago? JP, yeah, this dropped 4 days ago, 5 days ago that you guys got the announcement for the top grossing. So that begs the question, what happened to global? Because it is now well over the threshold for when we would typically receive top grossing for things like this. We didn't get one on global. So what is going on? I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be getting any new information from this video because I don't know. Nobody knows why we are not getting any top grossing rewards. All I can do is speculate in this video. So for those of you who clicked on this hoping for answers, nobody can give you the answers. I can't give it to you. Data miners can't give it to you. Nobody can tell you why. All we can do is figure out how, and maybe if we get something down the road. Now, let me start off by saying, I believe in the past, there has been a situation or two where JP hasn't received rewards for certain things, but global has. So that being set as a precedent, this could just be one of those situations happening in reverse where JP receives a reward and global does not. Let's take a look at the charts to see how things shaped up for global. JP and global top grossing functions differently. And by the way, let me remind you guys, when global and JP go into full synchro, it is still going to be the same thing. So if, you know, let's say worldwide download is Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? 9-year anniversary ends up being Beast Gohan Orange Piccolo. Let's just say Dragon Ball Super Broly is 9-year anniversary. If that happens, then for the Gogeta banner and the Broly banner, JP and global both hit top grossing at the same time, right? In terms of the numbers, the charts, right? But in terms of the actual rollout, we have to give global a few more days. JP will get it instantly because it's one country having to get Dokkan to get #1 at some point during the day, whereas global, every country on the planet other than Japan has to have their own fair shake at calculating and tabulating all of the numbers. This is the spiel that I constantly tell you guys in every single one of these top grossing videos. So here's the summarized version. Even when we're in full synchro, global will still take a little extra time to drop those rewards. So let's take a look at the numbers here. The banner dropped on the 13th in the evening. So since this one's a little bit earlier, we will take a look at the 13th as well. So what we're looking at right now is, well, spoiler alert. All right. What we're looking at now is the 13th for both the Apple and the Android shops. So for Apple, nothing, right? Because this is the day before, like this is pretty much the full day of the 13th minus the last couple of hours. But as you can see, Philippines 92, Macau 120. So this is really not the point where the zone sales really kick in. So if we shuffle that now to the 14th, we have order, right? We have some #1s here. But what's unfortunate is in all categories, we have nothing, absolutely nothing in the #1 slot. Hong Kong and Macau are at #2. Now, Proton did some investigating, our very own Proton, and he discovered that it was some RPG that blocked Hong Kong from getting all categories for this. And then obviously, like the advent of YouTube is always going to be an app that is competing for anybody. But that's essentially why we don't get #1 in all categories. Now, sometimes when that happens, Dokkan will fudge the numbers and give us #1 based on the accolades in the game section. But in the game section, we only got one, and that was Hong Kong. Macau missed out, France missed out, Luxembourg, the usual heavy hitters didn't land this time. And keep in mind, folks, this is a part 2 banner. This is a part 2 double rates carnival banner. This is not a typically performing Dokkan festival. So to begin with, we shouldn't have much of an expectation in terms of top grossing. But I think the reason why people are much more intrigued about it is because JP got it. And since this is a joint celebration, if one version gets it, the other version gets it no matter what, to kind of save face. Is that going to happen? Well, considering the fact that it's been 4 days, I'm assuming probably not. But global did get top grossing in Hong Kong for games. And then in games and action, now we've got the Elite Four back on top. And what's funny is when we go to games and puzzles, we only have 3. Where did the other one go? Yeah, this is weird. So, you know, based on logic, if we were going to announcement, Hong Kong would give us top grossing. Hong Kong alone would give us 7 stones. How do they mess with the numbers enough to give us 30? Normally that doesn't quite translate, right? If you have 2 regions, you get 14 Dragon Stones. If the other version got like 20, then maybe they would say each version gives you 10. But for one region hitting top grossing to drop 30 Dragon Stones, that's kind of a lot. So like I said, this is speculation. What I'm imagining the situation is, is that Hong Kong getting top grossing isn't enough to give us 30. So what they're probably going to do is maybe give us some Christmas holiday cheer thank you sort of reward, and they will give us 30 dragon stones maybe next week when we jump into the holiday festivities. That's where I think that this could happen. Ultimately, this could end up being nothing. Maybe Global just doesn't get any stones for this one, which is something that JP has had to face in the past for some other celebrations, not too often. So those are really the only two possibilities. Now let's just continue on here and just look at the rest of the days. On the 15th, do we have anything? Nope, we kind of just revert back to business as usual. Madagascar number 5, number 5, number 3. We still have number 1 in the Elite 4 regions. Actually, Madagascar is not really an Elite 4 yet, but we're kind of moving in that direction. So at that point, it's over. We go to the 16th, we go to the 17th. It is the 19th as of me posting this video, so it's, you know, not happening. And then for the Apple side, or sorry, not the Apple, the Android side, the 13th is a mess. The 14th is a mess. It takes a little bit longer for the Android side to get going. You start to see some life 2 days in, and I think that's about all we get. So in terms of countries ranking 1, yeah, we got 0. If we go to the 16th, is it any better? Oh, okay, there you go. Luxembourg gets number 1 in games in action on the Android side for Dokkan 3 days in. Is this and Hong Kong enough? Maybe, maybe not. Like I said, I have no clue why they haven't done it yet. So now I looked back to year 7 and year 6. Year 7, the celebrations kind of worked at a different time because of the fact that they were integrating the movie superhero stuff. So we can't really check year 7 as a blueprint. We have to go back to year 6. Year 6 is the closest one that matches. And if we go back here, we had the singular Dokkan Festival celebration from the beginning of December until mid-December, which for us was the Android 21. That was joint, not that it was during year 6. And then starting from that, after that, we had the next celebration, the winter celebration. So we are currently in this right here, the winter celebration equivalent in 2023, December 14th to December 23rd. So for basically little over a week, we were in the part 1. So if we take a look at this, the part 1 for this was a Divine Dragon Carnival banner with double rates for the Godku and Hit. And then going into part 2 on the 23rd of December, that is when we went into the holiday banner, the Tanabata banner brought over to the global side, where we have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the anniversary units coming back. That is what's going to happen for us. So like I said, my theory, which I'm clinging on to hope for, is that these 30 stones that should theoretically be dropping on global will find its way over to us when we jump into this celebration. They'll drop some sort of holiday cheer and say, hey, it's the holidays. Here you go. Thank you for being awesome. If that doesn't happen, then we probably just don't get it. Now, again, I'm saying this as speculation, so don't hold on to this and say, oh, Toon was wrong. He got us all of our hopes up. We hate him. Just letting you know, I am just as desperate as you are for more stones. I want more stones too. If JP gets it, we should too. But if we don't get it, I mean, it is what it is. There's really nothing we can say or do about it because, I mean, look, the versions did function differently in terms of their, you know, their results. Global got top grossing, but in one region. So at best, maybe 7 stones. I would be happy with even 7. I think we should at least get that, you know, just because we got this. So that is all. I got nothing else to say. Also, shout out to Alpal Dokkan for dropping this little number. I will do another video on this, kind of talking about how the layout for 2024 looks for global. Looks pretty bleak. Silver lining, this is an easy skip for a lot of you guys. We got Trunks coming up next, most likely, then Carnival Omega, then the Universe 7 androids, then Ribrianne, and then Gohan Piccolo. Only after all of these are done can we really get to the point of full synchro. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time in terms of saving. Your wallets are going to be breathing well. They're going to be sleeping well. And for those of you who are, you know, just itching to summon on new, more compelling units, you're going to have to wait a little bit. Are they going to roll it all out in one banner, or are they going to do it like this? We will see. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the current status of the top grossing situation on global. Do you think it is simply a matter of not many regions hitting top grossing, therefore they don't want to make an announcement over it? They are going to be shuffling it over to some sort of holiday thing? Or do you think global will not be getting any of those 30 dragon stones whatsoever? Let me know your theories, your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know I'm going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.